Dr. Latanya Bowman. I'm a chiropractic physician and owner of Discovery Chiropractic and Wellness Center. So today we're here to talk about celery juicing. I'm here today with one of my great friends, Renise Gillespie. She is a former health coach. And Renise, what made you get into celery juicing?
Well, I've known about celery juicing for a while, since my health coaching days, and I was revamping my little routine of, my self-care, and I thought I need to add something in that's good for my digestion, my liver, drinking all that wine, and something that's kind of anti-inflammatory. So I thought, good time to incorporate celery juice. So I just, thought I'd give myself a little challenge. Okay. And the challenge is basically you take the celery juice for 10 days straight and see how it affects your body.
What kind of changes have you seen since you started taking it?
Well, I started with a 10-day challenge.
Okay.
And the 10-day challenge came, and I noticed that my digestion improved vastly. It got very efficient. And I was really happy with that. So I thought, okay, well, I had some celery left over, so I kept it going. And after about 2 or 3 weeks, and I don't know, how old are you?
I don't want to tell my age,
You're a lot younger than me.
Right.
You're a little younger than me, not a lot, but a little. Anyway, well, when a woman gets to a certain age, right. I know you know this, they start having these hot flashes.
Yes.
And you got a ways to go, but you suffer.
Right.
You definitely suffer, and it's like combustion. You feel like you're gonna blow up. So I would wake up with these hot flashes about 3 times a night.
Okay.
And it was to the point that I was just about to see a doctor about it.
Right.
And after doing the celery juice for about 3 weeks, I didn't even notice, but for several days, I was like, when was my last hot flash?
Wow.
They had completely went away. So apparently it's done something to balance hormones.
Okay.
So ever since that happened, I was a believer, and I've been doing it ever since, every morning, and it's really easy to incorporate into your routine. And so I was just like, what the heck?
Okay, very nice. So what are the supplies that you need in order to do celery juicing?
Well, you want to start with some celery.
Okay.
Get about 7 to 10 bunches. About a bunch is going to be a good amount for a day.
Okay.
So I juice enough celery for about a week at a time.
Oh, yes.
And so you get your celery. You can use organic or conventional, and I'll show you how to wash that and get it clean using either type of celery. Then you're gonna need a measuring cup. You're gonna need a nut milk bag.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
It's like one of those bags that it's like a draining bag.
Yes, it's a draining bag, and you could get those on Amazon.
Okay.
And you're going to need a high-speed blender or a juicer.
Okay.
And you're going to need a little bit of mild dish soap.
Okay. Very nice.
Okay.
And from there, can you tell us the step-by-step process from step 1 to so on?
Okay. So basically, when you're prepping your celery, you want to cut off the butt of the bunch and cut off the tip heads of the bunch, because they, kind of gross looking typically.
Right.
And you want to take the stalks and put them in the sink and rinse each stalk by hand. Then you want to fill the sink with water and add a little baking soda and a tinge of soap.
Okay. All right. That helps cleanse it.
Yes, yes, that gets the pesticides off, that stuff that you don't want going into your body.
Okay.
Then once you let that soak for about 10 minutes, you drain the sink and rinse the stalks off. And as you rinse, get about a bunch of stalks and cut it into like 4 or 5 pieces. Put it in a plastic baggie, and I fill my bag up about 2/3.
Okay.
And put it in the refrigerator.
Nice, nice. And so every morning you take a bag out, and then from there you just...
Okay. So get up in the morning, you got about 5 minutes. So you basically go to the refrigerator, grab a bag. I use a high-speed blender, but if you have a juicer, you didn't need to cut it up. You could just use regular stalks.
Gotcha.
So I grab a bag of cut celery, put it in my blender, and I blend it on low till the large pieces are smaller, and then I blend it on high till it looks like a pulp.
Okay.
And you pour your pulp into the measuring cup through your nut milk bag, and you just juice the juice out of your nut milk bag.
Okay.
And that's it.
Very simple steps. It sounds hard, but once you are doing it, it's not hard at all.
No, it literally takes a couple minutes.
Right.
It takes a minute to clean the juicer or the blender, and I'm out the door in about less than 4 minutes most of the time.
That's great. That's great. Well, can we try this and see what it
Yes.
tastes like?
Yes, this is the test right here.
Yes, I've never had this before.
Okay. There we go. Take your medicine.
One sip and one
Cheers.
big gulp. Cheers. As you can see, she's used to doing this. Well, I appreciate this, and it was awesome.
What did you think?
It's different, but I will say it's not as bad
As you thought it was.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
Mhm.
It's very smooth, and I can tell that the blender does make a difference because I don't taste not one pulp, and that strainer.
Yeah.
That was it the nutmeg.
Yes.
That helps out a lot.
Mhm.
So yes,
But
definitely.
it definitely is an acquired taste.
It is. It is. But I can also tell that if you do this for a few days, you can get used to it.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
Yes, you
not
do.
bad at all. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Yep. Well, Bernice, thank you so much for allowing us to be here at your home.
You're
you
welcome.
can follow us here at discoverychirowellness.com. Again, that's discoverychirowellness.com. And you can follow Bernice at...
Well, I can be found on Instagram at Renice Gillespie, Ranise Gillespie, and the same place on Facebook.
Yes, that's awesome. Well, again, thanks guys, and tune in again for another health and wellness video here for Discovery Chiropractic and Wellness Center.